Right, well, we start tonight, though, in League One, where it's been a right old ding-dong between Sheffield Wednesday and Sheffield United for the remaining automatic promotion spot. This is how it all looked going into the final day of the regular season. Wednesday were in the box seat, with Dave Jones' side knowing that a win at Hillsborough against Wycombe would guarantee Championship football. Any other result, though, would open the door for United, who are on the road at Exeter for their last match. A tense day in the Steel City, then. We sent Clem along to see if Wednesday could get over the line.
Manchester was a city divided last Monday. Today, it's Sheffield. A fortnight ago, United had won 6 in a row and were 4 points clear of Wednesday. But as the red half of the Steel City over there struggles to come to terms with the well-publicised absence of Ched Evans, the blue half have kept going. Wednesday are unbeaten in 13 and have dropped just 4 points from a possible 33 since the arrival of Dave Jones in March.
When I came in, it was all about playoffs, to be fair. I said to the boys, if you keep going, keep your foot to the floor and hope that they do falter. And the last thing you wanted was to step off the gas, and then they did. And then you would have kicked yourselves. So we worked hard and need a little bit of luck, and we've got that now. We've got to try and finish it.
Have you picked up any gentlemen today in your final
Loads
side?
in the pub.
Really?
Absolutely loads.
Yes, I'm not surprised. Your decision to change when you did was vindicated by the form over this.
Well, if you can look at contribution to where we are today, that was a big contributor to, I had to do it. It was a difficult decision, and unfortunately some people recognize that at that time, but that's what my job is. I got to look at the forward a couple of steps.
We speak to the chairman thinks I'm 4 points down on what he said, so no, listen, the results is the be-all and end-all within football. That's what we're here for, and it couldn't have gone any better.
We're going up, we're going up. This is the day. Waited 7 years for this. A bit apprehensive, but we'll be there, we'll do it.
We can do it, and it's going to be so sweet, snatching it from under the noses.
This is what it's all about.
Having a little listen, Milan. I can't hear any gurgling stomach or anything. Are you okay?
I'm okay, I'm all right. Okay, of course, it's a special game, and we all hope we can close this chapter and open the new one.
Dave Jones has told his players a win would be life-changing. There's no team changes. Spanish centre-back Miguel Llera has been a surprise source of goals. The winner last week at Brentford is 4th in 5 matches. Keith Tracy preferred again to Jermaine Johnson. Niall Ranger and Gary Medine will carry the fight for the Owls today. Wycombe's defence the worst in the entire Football League. Goalkeeper Nicky Bull's been beaten 99 times in League and Cup this season. Lewis Lamb replaces Leon Johnston today, and with Ben Strevens failing a fitness test, Matt McClure makes just his 3rd league start. Alongside Stuart Bevan, the 4th highest scorer in league will guarantee a place in next season's championship. Antonio goes outside here of the young fullback Dunn, and wins the corner 2 off the teenager. Again, Wednesday's fans raise the noise levels at Espelot. Is this Wednesday's moment? Here comes that corner. Beaver's back in, Ranger, great turn! And Bath and loose, and Bull saves magnificently! Nicky Bull with a superhuman save here to ensure the score stays 0-0. Miguel Llera on the turn, Nicky Bull would not be beaten. Another corner in towards Llera, and Bull again to the rescue, same player. Well, Miguel Llera, those 4 goals in 5 games, got the taste for it, for sure, goal scoring, the big centre-back. Nicky Bull and he having a personal battle right now, 2 saves in quick succession. It's Medine's touch here for Niall Ranger, Doherty in the wait, comes here to Antonio. This is Mikel Antonio! Eruption! Just listen! Hillsborough is rocking because Wednesday have the goal to calm the nerves and maybe be the launch pad to the Championship. Promotion on the horizon for Sheffield Wednesday, thanks to Mikel Antonio. Took it wonderfully well, beats the impressive Bull, who had no answer this time, and Wednesday in front in a game they need to win. They're doing what they can. Antonio's goal makes it 1-0. Hillsborough is absolutely jumping. It's going to break here to Mikel Antonio for Wednesday. Antonio's cross, Tracy arriving here, blocked away, comes back out to Chris Lyons, that's blocked as well. Here's Antonio again! And now Ranger with the finish, but the flag is up. Won't count. It looked a very close call as the ball comes back in. Look at Niall Ranger in the centre. On this shot here, he's, well, a good 2 yards behind the last defender who was done. It should have been a goal. In by Beavers here. Rangers flick on, Medine beneath it. Here's Antonio again. Holds off Bloomfield. And Tracy with the shots, which is wide of goal this time, but Wednesday here finishing the first half really strongly, really positively as well. Antonio once again there was Wednesday's heartbeat. It's all going Wednesday's way so far. All going to plan. Doherty away, there's Chris Lyons for Wednesday, gets it out here to Keith Tracy, spots Rangers run. Defender is Lang with Ranger, and the man from Sunderland fouls the man from Newcastle. Lang a Black Cats loanee and Ranger a Magpie. Wednesday must win this game, and so far they're doing just that. Here's Chris Lyons with the free kick. In by Lyons, Rangers header! And that might just be that. He's a changed man. Well, he might just have scored the goal to change Wednesday's status from League One to Championship. In by Lyons, net by Ranger. Promotion for Sheffield Wednesday, perhaps. Ranger with his second Sheffield Wednesday goal. Is that the goal, I wonder, to seal things for this season in League One? Lovely touch to try and release Ranger. This is Lewis Lang. Eastman. Bevan's clever touch, and Bloomfield from distance here. Close. And Matt Bloomfield there with the strike. He's only scored twice in League One this season. And this was not too far wide of Bywater's goal. A really sweet hit there from Bloomfield as Wycombe go close to giving Wednesday a scare. There's Medine. All the flags up here for a foul in Medine's favour. It has been a job done by Sheffield Wednesday so far, and a job done extremely well too. It's clipped in by Keith Tracy, this time towards Danny Bath, back across goal, and hooked away by Lewis Lang on the goal line. Here's Antonio. Antonio's cross, Medine's in there with a diving header, blocked away. Here's Tracy, whistle's gone. Well, Lewis Lang here was the man on the line as Danny Bath sends his back across goal. Hooked away, out of harm's way by Lewis Lang there. The on-loan defender was in the right place to deny the third Wednesday goal on the afternoon here. Headed back in, and there to hook it away was Lewis Lang. Comes back to Jose Semedo now for Jermaine Johnson. Jermaine Johnson's cross, corner for Sheffield Wednesday. Wednesday fans behind the goal getting prepared despite the warnings on the PA system for the obligatory promotion pitch invasion. Can their team give them more goals to cheer before that happens though? It'll be a Chris Lyons corner this time. In by lines towards Yera, they're queuing up here. It comes back off the crossbar this time, with Nicky Bull for once beaten. The whole posse of Wednesday players went into this. Yera, one of them. Who gets the final touch? I think it is Yera, and Nicky Bull and the crossbar between them keep it out to stay at 2-0. Well, days like this, few and far between in Wednesday's recent past. One to savour, one to remember. I was there when. Last minute of the last game of the season. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Wycombe Wanderers 0. And the whistle goes, and Sheffield Wednesday have done it. For Wednesdayites, days don't come much better. Promotion for Sheffield Wednesday. 2 seasons in League Two are over, and sweeter still, the Owls up at the expense of their rivals, Sheffield United. The final game, the final outcome, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Wycombe Wanderers 0. The Owls are back in the Championship.
Wow, you did it.
Well, we done it. Not me, we done it. All those people, 38,000, manager, his staff, the players, unbelievable.
Unbelievable
Yes, it
atmosphere.
is.
38,000
Yeah,
here.
it is. You know, I'm so excited about it, okay? They're so happy for those people. Look at their happiness, look at their smiles. That's reward what I have and the rest of us here for.
Chairman, can I see a little tear in your eye there?
Well, a little bit.
You've done it before a couple of times through the playoffs. What's it like to actually get it nailed in the regular season?
It was brilliant. You know, Hillsborough was rocking today. Best atmosphere I've had in my career. Massive club. I think it's just the start. Hopefully, it's just the start of big things for this club now. So, yeah. Get in!
We thought we'd have to go through the playoffs because of the 5 points in the 2 games in hand they had on us. But we believed that we kept going, which I told them, keep going and see where it leads, because football has a tendency sometimes to go against what people think is going to happen. And today, I think Danny and Sheffield United, I watched the back end of the game on a replay. I think they knew that their day was going to be another time.
Very well done to Sheffield Wednesday. Great scenes at Hillsborough. I think Clem's still at the dry cleaners.
Well, how can I put this? Not only am I delighted that Sheffield Wednesday's fans are celebrating promotion, but I'm absolutely delighted that somebody sorted out Clem's V-neck jumpers. It's about time somebody got them to the dry cleaners, and let's hope they stay there.
He loves them. It's a bit harsh. Joking aside, however, it was a very good display from Sheffield Wednesday. A lot riding on this game, obviously. There were no nerves, though, despite being backed by 38,000 fans. It was a nerveless display, wasn't it? I mean, controlled and measured.
It certainly was. They seemed to relish it. They enjoyed it, and the fans certainly did. And you look at the 2 goal scorers, Antonio and Ranger, both at the clubs at a high level, and they played in big games. And this is one that they'll remember for a long time.
It's been a great battle between the 2 rival clubs, hasn't it?
Well, they just seem to hit the top at the right time. You know, Sheffield Wednesday stumbled a little bit, and Sheffield Wednesday took advantage. But they were always in that position. You know, Dave Jones has come in, 11 wins and 3 draws, fantastic record. And you know, Milan Mandaric made some big decisions. You know, to not only take on this great club, but to also, you know, replace Gary Megson with Dave Jones. But it's proved to be the right decision, and those fans really enjoying themselves. Dave Jones will enjoy himself. Was out the game for a little while.
Yeah.
Big disappointment at Cardiff, but he's come back with a bang.
2 years away from the Championship, they're back in there now, and with that backing of the fans, Hillsborough is going to be a daunting place to go to.
They'll go in the Championship, and they'll have the biggest crowds in that division. And not only that, but Milan will back David Jones. They'll want to move forward very, very quickly. They've got the foundation, they've got the support, and now they've got the people in charge who are very, very ambitious.